Okay, and welcome back to this episode of the MM-Tek Secure Topology. I think we're on episode 3, and our goal today is to go in, make sure that we have our mesh topology set up correctly and we can ping between all items. And we also want to do passwords on all of these devices. Now, from the last episode, you know that we copied the configuration in and we did not put no shutdowns for the interfaces to bring them up. So we're going to do a show IP int brief. If you look over here, the status of all of these are administratively down. So what I'm going to do is go back into global configuration, CONFT, and go int G0/1. I'll do a no shot. And then we're going to do 2 and no shot. And 3 and no shot. 4 and no shot. 5 and no shot. 6 and no shot. And I'm going to do a copy, run, start here. So we save those in the up position. Now, I think while I'm here on Switzerland Edge, I want to talk a little bit about passwords. Let's go ahead and do line con 0, and we're going to do password Cisco. If you look at let's go ahead and do look at a router here real quickly. We'll just pick a branch router here. This around here to the back. So here are the ports that are on the device. This is the console port here. You see that has this little light blue indicator here. The top one is the console port. And if you are connecting to a router, normally you're going to connect to the console port. You can connect a console cable to it, which is a special cable that you get from Cisco. It's actually a pin 1 goes to pin 8, pin 2 goes to pin 7, so they call it a rollover cable sometimes. And that's what gives you access to the router. Now, some routers have an auxiliary port as well to connect devices. So what we have here, when we right-click on one of these devices, we're going down to the console port. So this is as if we were connected to the console port. So what we're doing here with this is we're putting a password on the console connection, and then we're requiring a login. If you do it opposite, it will tell you you need to put your password on first. And so what I'm going to do here is do the auxiliary port. If a device had an auxiliary port on it, you'd want to do the same thing, because really the auxiliary port and the console port are really the same thing. And usually the auxiliary port you use for doing a dialing connection. So if it's at a remote site, you can dial into the auxiliary port through an external modem, and you can actually connect to the device. So for really important things, you want to have that auxiliary port as well. So if you have the auxiliary port on there and you don't put a password on it, someone who knows can get into it just as easily as they can through the console port. So we have passwords on these here now, and I'm going to do a copy run start. to save it. And then I'm going to, let's go all the way back and do end, then exit. And so this is back to the beginning. Now, previously, when we were at this particular point, it just gave us the prompt for the router. And now we're going to have to type Cisco to actually get in. Now, if we look at the show run, we should, somewhere here, find the password's going to show up here. Now, we can go back to global configuration and we can do service password encryption. And so I just used the little tab trick there. Service password encryption. If we do a show run here, now you see that the passwords are quote unquote encrypted. They're not encrypted very well. This is not a very secure level of encryption. And if you're telnetting into a device, somebody captures this password, there's all sorts of password crackers that you can find. And let's go back here really quickly to our console port. And I don't know whether I need to do the 7 or not. Let's do a copy. And boom. Okay, so this isn't a very secure way of doing it. This is one of the reasons that we generally don't set up telnet. Now, having said that, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to set up telnet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back into global configuration mode. We're going to do line VTY 0 space 4. I guess there's 4 telnet connections in here. We'll do password Cisco. Will allow for login. And all here is probably the best choice. It's usually we transport input all. And now we get user access verification. Again, this is only on the Switzerland router, and so if I type in Cisco, then you're going to see we're on the Switzerland edge. And this is why we changed the host name, is because if you're telnetting from one of these devices to the other, like we're in Japan, if you look at the top, we're in Japan, but we're actually telnetting over from Japan to Switzerland. And so we've got the console, auxiliary, and VTY set up. I'm going to move back over here. We've set up that we can do anything. We really need to have it set up to only do SSH. We're going to exit here, and that takes us out of Switzerland and back into Japan. And I really need to set the host name here so that we know where we're actually at. And I'm going to copy run start here so that my configuration is saved. And now while I'm here, I'm still in the line configuration mode, so I'm going to do a show run. And so we have transport input SSH. So the next thing that we want to do here is we're going to do AAA model, set up authentication, and we are going to do a domain name. So we domain name metwexp.com, and now we're going to generate a crypto key. So we're going to see crypto key generate RSA. And I just did this to double check it. So you're not going to get to replace the message. And the next thing we want to do is we're going to do a username command. So username admin, password admin. Okay, so now that we have authentication set up, if we go back over to Japan, we should be able to SSH -L admin, since we're not, like if we were logged in as admin into Japan Edge, we wouldn't need to put the -L admin, but we're not, so we need to put the basically the username in here, and then the IP address of the device that we want to log into, and we'll type in admin, and now we're back into Switzerland Edge. I'm going to exit out of here, so I'm back into Japan Edge. We're going to go back over here to Switzerland Edge, and we're going to do no username admin, password admin. Now in Bingo configuration mode, no username admin, password admin, and let's do username admin. Let's do secret username admin, secret admin. And so this will give us actually a little bit more secure password. So if we do a show run here, you'll see that our username is admin, and we have a MD5 hash here instead of password. And if you take this password and you try to crack it using the thing that we did before, it is going to be secure. Okay, so now if we go to Japan, we can still get in. But that password is now encrypted. Now we set this password up on our VTY, but we didn't set it up on the console. So I am going to let's do a copyright start here just in case. Do copyright start. And then we're going to exit here, and we actually get back in here without a password here. So I think the AAA new model, and then AAA authentication, login, default. Local, which means that now when we exit here and whenever we get back in, we have to use both a username and a password. This is okay, and so now we have MD5 hashed password set up on this particular router, and obviously we need to do this for all of the routers in our core, but considering the length of this video, we're going to stop it right here.